This is the Chrissy Swan Show.
Oh, gosh, it's good to be back, Jack.
Hello, Swanee.
I've missed you so much.
I know, 2 weeks apart feels like 2 years.
We went like a divorced couple and just had no contact.
We fully cut comms.
But I think that was because you were out living a life and I was looking after 3 kids.
I know. I did feel for you often over the fortnight while I was enjoying like a solo stay at the beautiful W in Sydney, and you're with 4 kids under a roof at home.
Shut your mouth. Call me and say g'day. God, I just want to hear your voice so much. I've missed adult communication. School holidays have finished in Victoria.
Yes.
But they're just kicking off elsewhere. And I'm at the other end. And I want to know, is it just me? Weigh in with your opinions. That holidays with kids, I took them to the Gold Coast, which frankly is heaven on earth.
I was going to say that's epic for them.
I know, but there are moments in any sort of trip with a kid,
Yeah.
particularly multiple kids, that are so wonderful and you're so flooded with love and dopamine and connection. And then on the flip side, there are moments of the freshest hell. And I want to talk about those.
Yeah.
Those moments where you are looking around and everyone's on their phones and you just want to scream. Or if you just want to go to the beach and you could go on your own, but no, you got to pack up the cool cabana and an esky and water and snacks, and then you've got to spend the whole day there, and then they get there and then someone needs to go to the toilet and you just want to walk into that ocean and keep on walking.
Wow, Swanee, I'm so sorry that you had to go through this.
We all make our choices, Jack.
Also, after 3 o'clock, I do just want to mention the fantastic Josh Thomas will be joining us live in studio. We've got tickets to see Tones and I, and we're going to be putting people in the draw to go and see Chris Stapleton live in Nashville, Swanee.
Oh, how exciting.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Let's say g'day.
Chrissy's Say G'day.
I mean, school holidays are lovely because you get to see all your sleepy kittens when they wake up in the morning, and there's all that easy time. But they're also fresh hell. And I'm here to say that if you also think that they might be fresh hell at times, then you are not alone. Annie.
Yes. Hello.
How have the school holidays been, Annie?
How does my voice sound?
Yeah, you sound like you're really on the edge.
How do I sound? Do I sound safe?
No, you sound like you're losing your marbles, Annie.
I am losing my marbles. I've got 5 of them.
You've got 5 kids?
Grandkids, not kids. 5 grandkids.
Oh, so you get lumped with them for the fortnight.
I will be lumped with them for the fortnight, but I also have retired. But I think I'm going back to work after the holiday.
I mean, look, it's a nice break, Annie. I can tell you that I'm there now. I've got a question for you, and this is it. And I had to drop my 2 little ones because inexplicably there's a student-free day. Like the last 3 weeks haven't been student-free
How
days.
annoying.
I know. So parents are back at work today pretty much, and kids are not. And I had to drop my 2 little ones at their grandparents this morning. And I said to their grandmother, I said, at some point, shouldn't somebody in the government acknowledge that parents work and kids are on holidays and they never align?
100%. Exactly. What if you don't have a grandparent? I remind my grandkids how lucky they are. I remind my kids how lucky they are. And believe me, they are lucky, but I'm not sure how long that luck is going to last for 2 weeks.
No, the luck lasts as long as your Wi-Fi does, Annie, and my thoughts and prayers are with you.
You're in the draw for Nova's first class and 50K, Annie. Let's go to Rochelle.
Rochelle, my belle, are you losing your mind?
Look, I had to take the nephew and 4 of his friends to a water park, and I lost one, and I found him. But wading through the pea water was a bit much for me. It's not something I ever want to do again. I was absolutely petrified.
It was a long day, no doubt. Those water parks really turn it on.
Oh, look, it's not my thing. I'm never doing it again, and yes, I don't put my hand up too soon.
I just think, it sounds like such a good idea. Even just going to the beach, it's such a thrill. But to do it with kids makes it hard.
So much admin. I even look over at parents having to like slip, slop, slap with sunscreen. I'm like, that looks like the worst job. The kid's not enjoying it. The parent's not enjoying it. Give them an iPad.
Even little things like we got out of the service department all the way down to the bottom, and I looked at my 2 boys and I go, "Where are your shoes?"
Oh, surely we can remember our own shoes.
Why?
Let's-
like the asphalt is the temperature of the
Lava.
sun. Oh my God, Linda, what's going on?
Hi, Chrissy. How are you?
Look, I'm all right. I'm happy to be back at work. I love my kids, you know I do, Linda, but my God, I need a break.
Mine aren't even my kids. They're my 5 next-door neighbours.
Okay.
They are, I've just shut the door, they are beautiful children, but there are 5 under 11 years
Oh,
old.
that's rowdy.
And their parents are very devoted, proactive parents, but don't believe in social media or
Gross.
computers. So the kids are in the yard playing and they're loud. They're loud.
Linda.
They scream. They fight. And I am so glad school holidays is over.
Who's your favourite musical artist? Like, who's your queen?
My queen.
Yeah. Is it
I've
like...
got a bit of a king. I've got a bit of a king. It is Ed Sheeran.
All right.
And
So
I
what you
think-
need to do is listen to Ed Sheeran very loud and pretend that you're not at home, Linda. Thank you for your call.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
One Pass is now available at Priceline Pharmacy, and Sister Club members are getting exclusive access to boosted perks. Start your free 30-day trial today.
Learn more at priceline.com.au/onepass. TC's eligibility and exclusions apply.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
We are back in your ears live in the studio
Yeah.
thanks to Priceline Pharmacy. And I am loving, I've sort of, when I'm not doing the daily radio show, I confess, I don't know whether it's because I'm not interested
Yeah.
at my core.
Yeah.
Or if I'm just so busy with kids and cooking and planning, I don't check all the websites and news sites and goss sites, and I just opt out of it completely.
You're not getting your fix. I reckon it's probably a bit of column A, a bit of column B.
I think it is because, I mean, you know, my kids don't want to talk about Travis and Tay being snapped at Coachella.
Totally.
I got to come to work for that.
do it, yeah.
Thank God for that. So I was very excited to get back into the rhythm this morning and get on all the websites. And I don't know about them, the footage I've seen of Trav and Tay.
Same. Also, I feel like...
They look like 2 bogans at
They
the
do.
Gimpy Muster.
And it's like they've both for the first time found each other, and then now they have to flaunt it to everyone. Like, they're standing in the middle of Dom Dollar's set. They know all cameras are on them. They know everyone's filming them.
Thank
like,
you, Tom.
I feel like there's
That's another thing I missed is somebody
someone bringing you a cup of
helping
tea.
me. Helping me.
helping you do
Little
live.
cup of tea, little microwave cup of tea. Thanks, Tommy. Yes, I know what you mean, Jack.
But
Yeah.
anyway, a real highlight for me, though, Swanee, you know how much I love Billie Eilish.
Hang on, is Coachella over? I'm going to say it.
Like, done?
Yep. It used to be the coolest thing, and everyone
Yeah.
in their crazy outfits and the big Ferris wheel, and it was awesome and subversive. And now I think it is cuck.
Yeah, I feel like it's definitely on the decline. I mean, I'd still love to go, but it's definitely not as cool as it once was.
Imagine the planning of your outfits.
Don't.
You'd have to start now.
I would.
For Coachella 2030.
Absolutely. But Billie Eilish, she made a surprise appearance on stage with Lana Del Rey, who I know has an incredible voice, but Swanee, Billie sung video games.
Oh, I love video games.
Same.
I've read about this, but I haven't heard the audio.
So this is the original video games.
Oh, God. It's one of the greatest songs.
It's so beautiful, and Lana Del Rey's incredible, but I think I prefer Billie Eilish singing it. Have a listen. It's a bit softer. I think it's better than Lana. I know you can't properly hear it in this audio and through the radio, but it was amazing. It gave me goosebumps.
I think it goes without saying that it is going to be better than Lana Del Rey. And I know that that sounds naughty to say, but
Yeah.
it's like, you know, Julie Goodwin making a spaghetti bolognese and Neil Perry making a spaghetti. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's
What
the
a
same.
comparison.
It's the same dish. And they're both wonderful
Julie's
cooks.
just has more wine in it.
One is better than the other. All right, do you know what I mean?
I do.
But it brings us to the topic of, are covers ever better than the original? And that is a very controversial statement that you've just made there, that Billie Eilish's cover is better than Lana Del Rey's, and that is a great song. And I'm going to shock you, because you know that one of my queens is Stevie Nicks.
Yes.
I'm in love with her.
Almost number one queen with Tay.
She can do no wrong. And I had to look deep into my soul and answer the question, is her version of Landslide
This?
If you see my reflection in the snow.
What a song.
my God, my boobs. It's like my milk has just come in.
Oh, you're lactating.
I have lactated on live television before.
I know.
It was so embarrassing.
Okay, so this is Stevie.
So that is like magnificent. But the Dixie Chicks, now known as the Chicks,
Yeah.
also released Landslide, and I think it might be better.
Turn around.
And if you let me get my banjo out.
My reflection
In a snow-covered hill,
where the landslide
brought it down. Don't turn it off. I'll see my reflection in a snow-covered hill. Well, maybe it's good, huh?
I think I'm with you. It really suits those vocals they all have.
And the harmonies are just killer in it.
It's gorgeous.
The Chrissy Swan Show. The Chrissy Swan Show.
Coachella is in full swing. We've enjoyed the photographs of Trav and Tay.
Yeah.
And we've also enjoyed a cover of the great Lana Del Rey song Video Games by the equally great Billie Eilish. It is a magical song.
Magical.
And you have asserted, Jack Charles,
Yeah.
that it is better than the original.
I know people won't be happy with that because Lana's incredible, but Billie can just do no wrong in my eyes. And this cover, like watching it even just on YouTube, which would be nothing to be in there, gave me goosebumps. I know playing it on the radio doesn't do it justice, but
No, but
chef's kiss.
it was always going to be amazing.
Yeah.
We've added our own selections to this topic about which covers are better than the originals. And you and I are about to have a full throwdown, Jack, because one of our favourite songs of all time is a song shared by the great Swedish pop star Robin and Why do you kiss her? Oh. I mean, this has been our song
Yeah.
since you were a baby.
And since you and I met in 2016, I sung this drunk in your home
Correct.
at a karaoke night, and it was fantastic.
Oh, gosh. I found those photos recently. You were 9 years old.
I was.
And, I mean, I showed it to a friend and I said, I needed a working with children check to even have him in my house.
I was freshly 19.
That was a great night, and that is a great song, but I'm going to shock you. I think Callum Scott's version is better.
I'm in the corner, watching you kiss her.
Oh, come on. You want to say
I'm
yes.
right over here. Why can't you see?
It just doesn't suit his voice like it suits Robin. It's like, we get it, you've got pipes and you can sing, but let Robin make it cool.
Giving it my all, but I'm not the guy.
No, I disagree. I really... Can you see that I'm trying
I
to
know.
agree with you, but my heart wants what it wants. And Callum Scott's is better. Brooke, what is the song where the cover version is better than the original?
Hello.
Hi, Brookie.
Hey.
Turn your radio down.
My favourite oh, I can turn the radio down.
Thank
My
you.
favourite cover version, which sounds better than the original, is Phil Collins's version of "You Can't Hurry Love" from back in 1984. It beats the original Supremes' version by a country mile.
Alrighty, let's listen to the Supremes first.
The only thing that keeps me hanging on. What a great tune.
Alrighty, let's hear Phil Collins.
Oh, Phil. God, wasn't he a superstar, Brooke, back in the day?
Oh, absolutely. Not too many people can play drums as well as sing.
Correct. Now, Brooke, I need to talk to you for a minute because you
You're
have piqued
amazing.
my interest. Now, have you got a background in radio or something, or music journalism? What am I picking up here?
I'm a walking musical encyclopedia, as a lot of people love to call me.
And have you ever made a living from being on the radio? You sound like Glenn A. Baker.
Well, I've been on many radio stations over the years, but not one as you, Fitzy and Whipper, on the legendary Nova.
Oh, look at you, even giving a plug. But I am not Kate Ritchie. All right, let's go. Natasha, what is what is the best cover version that outdoes the original?
Hello. Would have to be Murder on the Dance Floor by the Royal Otis.
I've never heard this. I've only ever heard Sophie Ellis Bextor's.
Let's just go straight to Royal Otis because this is amazing.
Yeah.
Why aren't we playing this on Nova?
I know. I think it may belong to another radio station.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Let's go click in.
Chrissy's Clickbait.
As I said before, I haven't been match fit over the last couple of weeks of holidays because I've been too busy making bespoke breakfasts to check in on E! Online.
Yeah, right. Are you happy to be back?
I am. I'm
I've missed
happy.
clickbait.
Oh, it just was so lovely to trawl through all that rubbish
I know.
this morning. I want to talk to you about The Block.
Yeah.
It has been rocked already. It's currently filming in Phillip Island.
It'll be good.
Phillip Island is a funny little area in Victoria that is... there are so many flies on Phillip Island.
Really?
Yes.
I've never clocked that. I had grade 4 camp there and I never noticed the flies.
Well, I might have just been at a bad time, but they're confident. I've had to spit them out of my mouth. Proper flies, crazy. So I'm hoping Scotty Cam's got, one of those beekeeper suits on.
Maybe they're sponsored by Aerogard or something this year.
Maybe.
I'm a big fan of Marty Fox. who's
Yes, I
on
know
it.
you are.
Yeah, we're Instamates.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Are you going to take that IRL, do you think?
I know, we should have a beer. He's in my area.
Well, you should.
We should get him on the show when it starts too.
We will, and maybe you could go to steak night with him.
Yeah, at the Mount Erica.
Yes.
Marty, if you're listening, let's do it.
You both like beef. Now, The Block has been rocked because 2 contestants have quit just 2 weeks into filming, and I'm blaming the flies. There is going to be some lust scandale there, and I can't wait.
Or maybe there
for
was
it.
a penguin attack. I'll DM Marty in the ads and I'll report back in an hour.
Can you please
Yeah.
get the scoop? Speaking of people walking off shows, last night watching I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, God, me and my kids will love it. And I watch it. I was on it 10 years ago.
No, it wasn't that long, was it?
It was 10 years ago.
That is what?
I know, and I only realised because Julia Morris was talking in one of the little openers about how this is the 10-year anniversary, and I was on the first season, so yes, 10 years.
Congrats, Swanee, because I know that was actually hell.
It was so hellish. Anyway, Frankie Muniz from Malcolm in the Middle walked off last night.
Agent Cody Banks.
Yeah, it was a really beautiful speech he gave, actually, about, sort of realising being away from his family, he's got to be a better father and a better husband. And it was really moving, and everyone was sad. By the way, Sky Wheatley for the win.
Agreed.
And I was able to talk to my kids about it because obviously they're adults now.
Yeah.
And they have not that many questions about me and my career, but they love I'm a Celeb, so they will ask me about it.
Oh, so that's when you're the cool mom from I'm a Celeb.
Yeah,
okay.
and particularly Kit, who's 12, and he loves all that stuff.
Yeah.
And he's getting to know me more and more every day. I'm just not like the omelette maker. I'm actually a person. Anyway, we were talking about it last night, and I said to him, I understand why Frankie had to leave because I'm a sook at the best of times. But I said to him, the pain of being there so far away from you kids when you were so little was unbearable. It was unbearable. And when you get a bit homesick and you can normally turn it around with a coffee and a walk or take your mind off things, there was no amount of anything that could make me feel better.
Not even Joel Creasy.
Not even Joel Creasy. And then he got voted out and I was stuck there and I was so depressed. So I understand why Frankie just had to go.
This sounds biased coming from me, given my love for you, but that is probably the best scene in Australian reality TV history when Leo entered the jungle and you two hugged it out and cried. That, I think most people listening would agree with that.
And now that you know how heartbroken I was, I mean, I would go up to that tok-toki every day off air, weeping, sobbing, saying, please, how do I get out of here? How do I get home? Because the rules are you can say I'm a celebrity, get me out of here. But that means that you don't get paid.
No.
And I'm the breadwinner,
You need
and
to
I'd
make that
just
money,
been
honey.
fired from my job in the radio,
Yeah.
and I had 3 kids under 5. I didn't have the luxury of going, oh, actually, I'm really sad, I'm going home. I had to stay there.
Did you at least have the luxury that Warnie had of a secret Winnie Blue out the back?
Not one single luxury.
Criminal!
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Oh, yeah. We're going to turn you on, all right?
Oh, yeah.
We are halfway through the show. And I do not have mid-show regret. I was reading some bits and bobs on Instagram today, and I saw an American woman who'd coined a phrase, mid-task regret. I don't think you would ever get that.
Never, because I get such satisfaction out of the tasks I do.
Oh, my God. Well, you know how my brain's wired.
Yeah.
I suffer from mid-task regret more than I care to admit.
Give me an example, like a recent example.
Oh, I can give you an example from today.
Oh, go.
So we got home yesterday from the Gold Coast and I decided that I would unpack because everything's up to me all the time and unpack everything and, or try and organise where everything goes. I had 4 baskets out to put in things for Kit, things for Leo, things for Peg, things to wash, Halfway through, I thought, I'd rather die than do this. And so I've walked out of the house this afternoon. The kids are going to come home and it just looks like a suitcase has had a baby. Do you know what I mean?
Mum's already given up.
Yeah, mid-task regret.
Hey, coming up, Josh Thomas is going to join us live in the
Oh,
studio.
he's so delightful. Have you watched his series, Please Like Me?
No, but don't tell him.
Oh, my God, it's so wonderful. I will not tell him.
But I will watch it because I really do need...
Oh.
It's 4 seasons, I think.
It is magical.
I can do that. Also, we're going to be putting someone in the draw to go and see Chris Stapleton live in Nashville, Swanee. You've been to Nashville.
I've been to Nashville and I love Chris
But
Stapleton.
next in Chrissy's Quizzy, we've got tickets to see Tones and I.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Let's give away a bum bag.
Chrissy's Quizzy.
And it's not just any bum bag. Today is a very special bum bag because there's tickets to go see the legend, the myth, the woman, Tones and I.
Yes, fresh off her tour with Pink, Tones and I presents her highly anticipated headline tour live across Australia this August and September. Tickets and info at livenation.com.au.
Emma, how are you?
I'm good, thanks, Chrissy. How are you?
Oh, God, it's so good to be talking to you, talking to anybody, really, because I'm fresh off school holidays.
Oh, it's so good to have the kids back at school, I tell you, though.
Isn't it lovely? I mean, look, school holidays are beautiful, but, gee, it's nice to just be yourself for a second, isn't it?
It is. It's nice to kick them out that car door and say, see you later.
Quite literally kicked them out.
Oh, Michael, hello.
Hello, guys. How are you?
Good. Are you excited at the opportunity to go see Tones and I? How fabulous.
Yes, my wife's an avid fan, so
Oh.
I'll get massive brownie points if I get this.
Oh, well, good luck to both of you. Your names are your buzzers. It's the best of 5, meaning the first person to get 3 answers correct wins the game. And we'll walk away with the bum bag, but that's the least of your excitement. It's a Tones and I Day. Question number 1. The first weekend of which American music festival took place?
Emma.
Yes,
Michael.
Emma?
Coachella.
It is Coachella. Question number 2. To feel parched is to be what?
Michael,
Yes,
Emma?
Michael?
tired?
No. Emma for the steal?
I was going to say sleepy.
No. Thirsty.
I'm surprised neither of you knew that.
Me too.
I love
I'm a
that
bit
word.
Parched. I'll tell you what, I was parched during lockdown. Question number 3. Name this Tones and I song.
Michael,
Yes, Michael.
Dance Monkey?
It is Dance Monkey. 3 billion streams on Spotify.
Beating your queen, Taylor Swift.
Beating everybody who's ever
Nuts.
drawn a breath. Question number 4. Name one of the celebrities that left I'm a...
Michael.
Yes, Michael.
Michelle Bridges?
Yes, Michelle Bridges left. I wonder what AJ Rochester has to say about that.
Oh, we must check her TikTok immediately.
Also, I think she might have been a bit... Did you watch it, Michael?
I did, yes.
Did you notice how much Julia was sucking up to her?
Always. She always does.
No, but I thought more than usual, and I thought maybe Michelle had cracked it from the walk from the camp up to the studio.
No, I saw an article a couple of weeks ago. There is a little bit of bad blood from years ago there.
Oh, I thought that was with Denise Drysdale and Julia.
Oh, there was another article about Julia and Michelle too.
Ah.
Oh, do Julia and Denise have bad blood as well?
There was an article about that.
Love this tea. All right, question number
Oh
5.
my God, I've got the same bad blood
You
that
do.
Julia has.
Michael, this is for the win for those Tones and I tickets.
What
Let's do it.
what does PDF stand for?
Michael,
Yes, Michael?
Yes, Michael?
professional document file.
No!
So close.
We've seen it 100 times. It's portable document format, and I just want another giggle out of you, Em.
Oh my gosh, my kids are like cheering me on right now, and I'm like, I don't know the answers. Far out.
Question number 6.
In the USA, what do they call their 5-digit postcodes?
Michael,
Zip code,
Yes,
Emma.
Michael, for the win.
zip code. Zip code.
It is a zip code. You and your beautiful wife are off to see Tones
thank
and
you.
I.
Thank you so much,
You're
guys.
going to be very popular. In fact, make sure she doesn't listen to this. It's a good Mother's Day present.
The Chrissy Swan Show. The Chrissy Swan Show.
We're thrilled to welcome comedian, writer, actor, wonderful man, Josh Thomas. Welcome.
Hi, thanks for having me here on your first day back. It's so sweet. I think you guys are doing really well. If I had just been on a 2-week holiday and I had to come and sit under these lights and talk to me, I'd feel dusty.
Well, see, here's the thing. Your idea of a holiday and my idea of a holiday are two very, very different things. And I am beside myself to be here right now.
I'm dusty, though. I'm the dusty part.
You've been through the muck. Yeah. Have you not been through any muck?
No.
No parties.
No, I gave up drinking over 3 years ago.
But you can still dance and stay up late.
Yeah, but I've got 3 kids.
No, yeah, okay.
Yeah, so there's none of that.
Rough.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Cue the violins.
We did talk earlier about how there are moments on school holidays with your kids that are the freshest hell you've ever experienced. So hopefully you never have to deal with that.
No, I don't think I will. I mean, my friends have started having kids. I'm at that stage in my life and my friends have kids now. And it is like for a moment it's fun and then it's trudgery. It's just utter tired treachery is how I would read it.
And
I've
constant.
been asked to donate sperm
Have you?
4 times.
And?
I said no. And not to two lesbians and 2 straight girls. One girl tried to cash in on a pact we made when we were 14. She said if we weren't married by the time we were 40, we'd have kids together. She's trying to cash in on this pact. I was like, absolutely no. That pact is null and void.
Really, you've changed your mind on the pact?
Yeah, I don't really like me that much. So the thought of like having another little version of me around.
With the sperm donation, though, is there financial gain in it for you? Like, have they offered cash?
No, there's a financial
Damn.
gain. I think probably the opposite. They say
Okay.
that I'm not involved in their life, but actually that's what my friend asked me and she said, "What'd you do next sperm?" I said, "You tell me that you don't want me involved in its life. If that kid gets sick or whatever, you're going to want someone to pay for it to go to Disneyland. You're going to knock on my door."
And then it takes all the joy out of it when you've both got to go and see a lawyer. That's no
I don't
good.
want to do that.
That's so good. Now, Josh Thomas, we obviously love you, but the reason that you are on the show today was that you showered us with compliments via your publicist. And we received an email saying Josh just loves the show and he really wants to come on. And we want to know, A, is this true?
Yes.
And is it?
No,
Because
'cause
we just thought it was a line that your publicist said.
Oh no, she's right here.
She's sitting there.
No. I would have said the whole country. I would have said one show. No, I really like coming in. I like you, but mostly I really like seeing you, Chrissy. It's really nice. I always feel comfortable on the radio with you. I find small talk and like chatting on the radio usually quite scary. And usually it goes very weird. When there's someone talking about your generation, you have to do these phones around the country and you're talking to like Fitzy and Chicken and
I know.
Tippy and so many times they wouldn't realize that I was still on the line and then start talking about how bad the interview was. Like so many times I'd be on the line and then say, well, that was awkward. So
Oh my God.
I know. So I stopped doing that many.
Well, I want to tell you that that's on them, not on you, because you are a delight and you've
Well,
never...
that's nice.
Like, at no point every time I've ever seen you in the wild or in a studio, have you ever been anything less than wonderful?
But you're calm and nice. Sometimes when you're on commercial radio, they just scream at you.
It's hectic. It can be really hectic. Especially the ones called Chicken.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Chicken is a real one, actually. And I
know.
I think they're quite nice, but probably...
Chicken is a real one.
I think Chicken's in Warrnambool or something.
There's a coastal vibe about Chicken, yes. Now, I wanted to talk to you about your show, your stand-up show, currently in Melbourne. And the reviews have been over the top positive, like the reviewers are on speed.
Yeah.
Can I give you an example?
Yeah, I would love you to.
Also, jump on comedy.com.au. It's called Let's Tidy Up if you'd like to get tickets. Josh is currently at the Melbourne International Comedy Festival at the Arts Centre, but then you're also going to Toowoomba and Brisbane.
Yes, and then London.
The
classic.
Wow, what a trio.
Yeah.
This one, the entire audience were in stitches. This next one, audiences were gasping for air from excessive laugh out loud laughter.
Yeah, well, that's good, isn't it?
Yeah. This sounds unmissable, Josh.
Yeah, it's unmissable. It's exactly how I would describe it. I got one bad review in Melbourne. I read it and I thought, he's wrong.
And what was it? What was the...
It was 3 stars, and he just didn't really have that many. He just was like, it was fine. And I thought, no, it's better than that.
Yeah.
The show's better than that, and it just wasn't for that man, and I didn't get sad about it. But I don't know why.
That's exactly right. It's just not for you.
It's fine, yeah, it's just not for you. It's annoying that you get to write in the paper.
Yeah.
It's like other people like to...
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm talking about right now.
That's okay. Let's talk about autism. I'm really interested in autism and talking about it as much as possible because there's always so much fear about the unknown. So the more we talk about it, the more we know about it and the more we can be inclusive with everybody in the world. We had Jodie Rogers on the show who works on Love on the Spectrum. She's that gorgeous. Oh, it's so good. And I wanted to ask you what I asked her. Is it, because you've been diagnosed with autism, I've noticed a few people going, oh yeah, I've got a touch of the tears, or, you know, he seems to be a bit on the specky. And there's something about it that sits wrong with me.
It's a bit cringe.
I don't know whether we should be saying that.
The classic thing is you'll say to someone that you're autistic and someone will say, well, everyone's on the spectrum. And I kind of have to like take a deep breath and be like, well, yeah, they say, well, it's a spectrum. Everyone's on. I'm like, yeah, but like this is different. Like this is different. There's a reason why there's a special word. It's not like I'm doing fine. I'm not like, I'm not a sad case, but it's like, there's a reason why there's a specific word and why there's a process and why people get diagnosed. It is different to like you feeling a little bit uncomfortable in a social situation.
Yes.
And sometimes people will loop it all together. But I don't get that upset about it.
Okay, good.
There's a lot about the autism in your show as well, isn't it? Let's tidy up.
The autism.
The autism, sorry, I fully...
Capital
Guys,
T.
it's my first day back!
Capital T, capital A. There's a lot about the autism.
Visit comedy.com.au. Josh is sticking around. I'm not.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Josh Thomas has stuck around. Now, we are the show just before Joel Creasy's show.
Everyone keeps thinking I'm Joel Creasy these days. You know,
Yeah.
I moved overseas for 6 years, and now everyone keeps coming up to me and they keep saying, are you Joel Creasy? He's so famous now. And it annoyed me for like a couple of weeks when I was back, because I thought, not Joel Creasy. And then I thought, oh, this is so nice, because if you think I'm Joel Creasy, I don't need to stop and be polite. So now,
Just be sassy.
So what I've been doing all over town is people have been coming up to me and saying, you're Joel Creasy, and I've been so rude to them and just left, and I'm just pretty worried. I just wanted to say to Joel, because he's coming in later, if he's been walking around town thinking that he's been really mean to all these people, it's because I haven't been looking after his reputation.
I wonder if there's been a spike in his DMs with going, you're a
Right?
bitch in real life.
They say, you're Joel Creasy, I litter, I text and drive.
Now, you and Joel Creasy would hit a dance floor like no other. There is no doubt in my mind. And you've prepared a playlist entitled something loosely like
Songs that make gay people scream.
I mean, I am here for this. Can you give us an example of songs that make gay people scream?
Okay, you've got Carly Rae Jepsen.
Okay.
Tune.
So what happens? Does this start and then you scream?
That's such a great visual.
That's exactly what happens.
And hands up.
Hands up, yeah.
Like
Someone
that?
squats down low
Let's
to the
do it
ground.
for your next song. Let's properly scream for this next song. Introduce it, Josh.
Oh, this is a big one, but I don't think this is as big in Australia, but this is one of my all-time favorite gay dance floor songs, which is Before He Cheats by Carrie Underwood.
Oh.
I mean, we scream this chorus.
And then do you quickly put your drink down and head to the dance floor?
I mean, this song I scream to the lights. He's never gonna cheat on me again.
Oh my God, I've just had a very vivid memory of the beginning of Tina Arena's Sorrento Moon, and one of the great gays, Adam Richard and I, both screaming at the opening strains of it. Can I add a few to your playlist?
Yes.
I am not gay, but I feel like I know what might make gay people scream, and this one is faux shizzle.
Oh, I'll tell you. Absolutely.
Is it a win?
Never fails this song.
What a
it
ripper.
Always hits.
Always.
Robin.
What a queen.
Have you got the absolute ultimate? And I'm going out on a limb here,
Okay.
but it's older. It's not a new song.
I'm wincing a little bit.
Oh no, maybe it's older gays that like this.
It's 1978.
I mean, I think we would be excited, but it does feel a bit wedding.
Can I throw in a newer one? I want to see if you'll get around
it feels
this.
wedding,
If Joel
yeah.
Creasy was here with me, he would.
I'm so sorry.
I hear it. You
Dude.
hate it.
I hate it. I'm not interested in it.
Oh my God, I'm heartbroken.
I know it's the most. I know it's the most controversial.
It's homophobic.
opinion. I know. I'm so sorry. It's a boring song, and I've been to so many bars where like the audience has been like, please, like to like the drag queen like
got
requesting
goosebumps.
padam padam, or I've seen people do karaoke to padam padam, or I went to a gay festival where they learned the padam padam festival for this like talent contest, and every time everyone's excited, and then the song keeps playing, and they realize nothing happens, and she just keeps saying padam board over and over again, and I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I can't help it. This is just how I feel. I'm so sorry.
Wow.
Much like that negative reviewer that you had, you are entitled to your opinion, but it's a shame that you've had to voice it.
I'm so haunted. It comes on that song at like 4 a.m. and I've heard it 4 times already the night, and I think that's my cue to go home.
Wow.
Oh yeah, no, we could listen to that 20
Go
times and
see
never get sick.
Josh in his show, Let's Tidy Up. Visit comedy.com.au. Thank you, I think, for coming in, Josh.
I'm sorry that I said that about Kylie Minogue.
You're
Please,
still
I'm so
welcome.
sorry.
You're still welcome
Thank
here.
you.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Let's do this.
For the first time down under, US country music superstar.
Hey, this is Chris Stapleton.
Bringing his all-American roadshow to arenas across Australia in February and March 2025. Tickets on sale now. Info at livenation.com.au. Chrissy's Tennessee Risky.
Oh yeah, Tennessee Risky with you, Russell. Welcome.
How you going, Chrissy?
Oh, are you a massive Chris Stapleton fan?
I certainly am.
Isn't he just extraordinary? And you just want to scream it from the rooftops, don't you? Everybody needs to know this man.
He certainly does.
You are our
Certainly
first player for Tennessee Risky. What would you risk for the chance to see Chris Stapleton live in Nashville?
Mate, I would even risk being in Australia for the birth of my first grandchild.
They're priorities, Russell. If you win, you are going to be in Nashville at the same time that this occurs. And frankly, good luck.
Don't tell my wife.
No, we won't.
Now,
All right.
Russell, we're going to list 2 song titles, and you have to guess which is a Chris Stapleton song. We're going to be timing your guess too on Friday. Whoever has guessed their song title correctly in the shortest time will win the trip. You can keep guessing until you get it correct. Does that make sense?
Yep, go for it.
All right, big breath, Russell. Your titles are Tennessee Whiskey or What About Alabama?
Tennessee Whiskey.
Done! Russell, you are going to be hard to beat. You are first off the mark and very, very quick.
Yes. Well, I drive an old C10 and I love listening to my country music.
Good on you,
We
mate.
love that. For the first time down under, US country music superstar Chris Stapleton brings the All-American Roadshow to arenas across Australia, Feb and March. Tickets on sale now. Info at livenation.com.au. The good news is Russell's getting tickets to the Australian shows. He just might not win that trip to Nashville on Friday.
I mean, it's a win-win.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Let's go clicking.
Chrissy's Clickbait.
I read this headline. Health experts warn of risks after Queensland woman claims to have survived 40 days on nothing but orange juice. And I thought, there for the grace of God go I. You know, if you were a woman and you grew up in the 80s or 90s or 70s, you will have put your body through the most bonkers, stupid, senseless torture.
40 days of orange juice as well, Swanee. Like, orange juice is quite acidic, right?
Oh my God, she would have not one element of enamel on her tooth
And
left.
like 7 stomach ulcers.
It's called a mono diet.
How
you just have one thing. How crazy the punishments that we've put ourselves through. I remember my mum, there was a diet in the 70s where you just drank champagne and ate boiled eggs.
On your patty.
I mean, eventually the boiled eggs went, but the champagne stayed. Let's put it that way.
Speaking of crazy diets, Swanee, did you catch the Ozempic special on Spotlight last night?
I didn't.
It was actually really informative and interesting. And AJ,
what was the take home? And can I watch it on 7 Now or whatever it is? Okay,
it'll be on 7 Plus. Yeah, AJ Rochester was on there.
Yeah.
She didn't talk about Michelle Bridges. I was Devo, but she was really insightful and spoke a lot about it because she's on it. And then Roxy Jasenko came on and spoke about it. She was so desperate for it, she got it on the black market and then decided to inject it 4 times in the one go, and then had a really bad reaction and ended up in ICU.
Well, why would you do it 4 times?
I know, Roxy, chill out.
My thing about Ozempic is this: if you want it, take it. For God's sake, what is the demonising of people? For our whole lives, if you're 5 kilos overweight, if you're 50 kilos overweight, you're bad, you're lazy, you're this, you're that. Everybody's judging you. Then you take advantage of a medication that is designed for you and you're bad, you're lazy.
Yeah.
Don't listen to anyone. You do you.
Correct. And watch this special because most of the experts were on that same wavelength, saying it's fantastic for that.
Of course.
Yeah.
God, society needs their head read. All right, what are we talking about now? We're talking about, Terry Irwin.
Yes.
Terry Irwin has accompanied her son, her grown adult son,
I did see
Robert Irwin, on set in South Africa. And it came up last night, actually. I was talking to Kid about it, my 12-year-old. I'm like, what do you think about that? He goes, well, is she his manager? And I said, maybe she is. And he said, well, if she's his manager, then she needs to be there. He said, although, I mean, she could probably do the meetings by Zoom.
I'm with Kid. I feel like this is Robert's first big job. He's doing a brilliant job.
He's doing a great job.
But, you don't want your mum there looking over your shoulder.
I don't know whether he's got a choice.
No, I don't. I'm with Terry. Absolutely
No,
not.
they work as a swarm.
Yeah.
Those Irwins, they are all for one and one for all.
Bindy's been awfully quiet.
She has.
Her and Chandler just must be being parents.
Yeah, they're just enjoying their baby.
Now check this out.
The Chrissy Swan Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.